Good evening and welcome to another edition of the HGP Sport for today, 14th of March. I am Stanford Howard. Thanks for joining us. We will start by telling you that the Best of the Best Martial Arts Association on April 28th will kick off their activities for this year, starting with the National Martial Arts Tournament at the National Gymnasium. Jaden Samuels has more.
With an already packed calendar of activities for this year, the Best of the Best Martial Arts Association on April 28 will kick off the 7th National Martial Arts Tournament featuring Guyana's best young karatekas. Speaking to HGP Sport Today, founder, president and teacher at the Best of the Best, 9-dan black belt holder Kwesi Bavigins mentioned that the sport has been making headway even though it was not given the recognition it deserved. Bevigins also mentioned that while there are hurdles all round, injecting discipline into the youths of today remain his prime objective at no cost.
Martial arts is not about money, in my view. It's about something what you love and you have to deliver to children. Right? We all know that Hgptv cannot stand up, but then if you don't have a job, you will look forward for money from martial arts, and it's not so. So what I have to tell them is that be a good teacher, a good instructor, and know what you're teaching and what you're saying to students from time to time.
On May 4, the association will host their annual award ceremony and dinner at the new thriving restaurant, followed by a fun day at the National Park. The best from the club will then travel to New Jersey to represent Guyana at the North American Federation Martial Arts Tournament on the 24th and 25th of May this year. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport.
Wins on the opening night for Zachary and Lucas Passad in the Toucan Distributor Junior Skills Level Squash Tournament at the Georgetown Club. Find out more in this report. All 8 categories showcased their talent in opening night and saw top seed Shamari Welsher in excellent form against Michael Alfonso. In the only category A match of the evening, a cool Welsher eased past an eager Alfonso for a 3-set victory. In spite of Alfonso's willpower to play the game, Welsher didn't let that nudge him as he executed his shots with accuracy, timing, and pace and dominated the match in an 11-2, 11-4, 11-0 win. In the Category B matches, Mariah Bakash faced the talented Abasodi Kadagan in a close bout. After 11-6 defeating the first game, Bakash made an early bid in the second, pulling ahead before Kadagan closed the gap and in a point-for-point battle of exciting cross-court drives and drops. It's come 12-14. Kadagan fought her way through the third to a 3-0 victory. Brother Zachary and Lucas Passad defied odds in Category C and E respectively, whereas in Category F, Sarafina Summers fought hard against Matthew Spooner in the second game, reaching 13-15, but couldn't hold on, and Spooner earned his first win 11-6, 13-11. For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard. In football news this evening, the Guyana Football Federation has released an 18-man squad ahead of the final warm-up game against Suriname on Saturday. Jaden Samuels has more.
The Golden Jaguars will travel to Suriname on Friday, March 15 to engage their national team in a friendly encounter ahead of their March 23 qualifier against Belize. The team will also be traveling with 2 goalkeepers, 6 defenders, 6 midfielders, 4 forwards, and include 2 international-based players in Sheldon Holder and Walter Moore. Assistant coach of the Golden Jaguars, Charles Pollard, mentioned that the selection of the squad was based on the hard work put in over the last 8 weeks. Pollard also mentioned that having a squad that is dominated by home-based players is much easier to gel than having players being flown in just to play.
Humongous preparation for his local guys. And I'm a firm believer that if we have a national team, we must have a core of players in the country, meaning that the local based players. Because I don't think it's right to flow in a number of those players. It's difficult to get the gelling in 5 days. So it's important that the local guys have a fair chance.
With the encounter being a friendly, the Jaguars will be putting their every effort in as they seek top form for March 23. The squad reads Alex Murray, Akel Clark, Sherwin Skeet, Walter Moore, Kevin Lane, Quincy Adams, Solomon Austin, William Europe, Treon Bobb, Leon Lovell, Clive Nobriga, Volron Mills, Parnell Slots, Kesley Benjamin, Gregory Richardson, Delon Fraser, and Sheldon Holder. Jaden Samuels, Hgp Sport.
Still in football this evening, Trafalgar still in hunt to retain their Berbice Guinness Greatness of the Street title. Find out more in this report. The business end of this year's Berbice Zone of Guinness Greatness of the Street competition will bring the curtains down this Saturday, the 16th of March, at the New Amsterdam Ferry Stelling, in a couple of days of entertaining football. Defending champions Trafalgar will face Lichfield in the first semi-final, while New Amsterdam Kings will tackle Eastbound Gunners in the other encounter. The champs have so far displayed ominous form throughout the competition and are expected to survive what is billed as a stern test for them. In a featured clash, New Amsterdam King will most likely advance, especially with the likes of Quinn Hazel and Jamal Butts. On the other hand, Eastbound Gunners' pursuit of a place in the championship game will depend on how well Sherwin Nicholson and Joseph Giddings perform. For Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard. The Farfan and Mendes Men and the Woodpecker Products Women Leagues, which are being organized by the Guyana Hockey Board, will see its final matches being played this weekend and the respective champions being crowned at the St. Stanislaus Ground on Carifesta Avenue. Hikers are above GCC by 2 points, and a win by GCC against the favorites will make Sunday's matches interesting. On Saturday, 4 matches are scheduled, with the penultimate game between GBTI, GCC, and Bingo Spartans. After that match, the women's champions, GBTI, will receive their championship trophy along with other accolades. That concludes our cast for this evening. I am Stanford Howard, reminding you as always to say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs.